So hello, beautiful sisters, and welcome to this webinar on loving yourself in the deep feminine. For those of you listening live, I would be really grateful if you could use the chat box and let me know that you can hear and that the sound is working. This is an audio only webinar. I'm so pleased you can hear Lou, and hello to everybody that is listening live, and welcome to World Femininity Day. It is World Femininity Day, and this webinar was originally meant to happen on Wednesday, and there was a technology problem, and I feel like that was really divinely timed so that it could take place on World Femininity Day. And so for those of you listening live, happy World Femininity Day. If you haven't met me before, my name is Katie. I am from Starlight Meditation, and I run all sorts of ceremonies, courses, and spiritual travel journeys that are about becoming more empowered and living more of your path and loving yourself more fully. And I do a lot of work with the divine feminine, channeling lots of different goddesses and goddess energies, because we are really in a time where the divine feminine within all of us is rising. I would like to say to those of you listening live, welcome. And thank you for coming on live. And if you could know that I really love my webinars to be co-creative, so please do use the chat box at any time to share your guidance, your wisdom, your experiences, to ask questions, and to co-create this webinar with me. We are going to open this webinar with a short meditation just to bring us in to circle. So when you're ready, closing your eyes and feeling the muscles around your eyes relaxing as you breathe in love and breathe out gratitude. Breathe in love and breathe out gratitude. Feeling Mother Earth breathing through your breath. Feeling Mother Earth becoming alive. Through your breath. And connecting to your unique connection with her as you feel a column of light coming down from the center of the universe down into your energy field. Blessing you in light and traveling down into the heart of Mother Earth. Bouncing off the heart of Mother Earth and traveling back up through you into the heart of Source, so that you are held in this column of divine love, light, for this webinar. And you feel your auric field being wrapped in golden light, so that only love and light can enter into your energy. Know that you are safe, that you are held, that you are beloved, that you are exactly where you are meant to be. And through all of this knowing, feel yourself arriving fully into this webinar healing that is for yourself, your path, and your body. Really setting your intention to receive what you need to receive and release what you need to release. Allowing the needs of that intention to belong to the great mystery, so that they can be discovered as you journey. As you open your heart to the sisters that you share this webinar healing with, now and in the future. And as you open your heart to them, feel them opening their hearts to you. So that you are connected to each other, heart to heart. And through the heart-to-heart connection, experience the circle that you are part of. The circle of sisters that you are part of. And all medicines belong inside circles. And our circle is receiving the medicine of the rose to initiate us into this journey. Allow your inner sense of smell to connect to the smells of roses. And as you breathe this smell in through the language of your imagination, know that the rose plant is the symbol and medicine of self-love. Notice what happens to your body and energy as you connect to this smell. Notice what parts of you soften. What parts of you release. And what parts of you become. As you breathe in love and breathe out gratitude. Breathe in love and breathe out gratitude. And when you are ready, open your eyes and come into the room. And so I would love to hear from any of you listening live about anything you experienced in that opening meditation. It's quite incredible, the smell of the roses I could smell. And they really made me become softer. And I could really feel the love from all of you, so thank you very much. That's wonderful, Diane, that you felt your heart open. Thank you for sharing. And so in this amazing, Rebecca felt a massive release already. That's brilliant. And wow, Lou, what divine synchronicity that you walked through a scented rose garden today. And that Gina's holding a rose caught heart. Wow, you're also in your feminine already. And the energy around the third eye being strong, that's brilliant. And warmth and softness with the smell of roses come, and how lovely. So in this webinar today, we are connecting to a different type of rose, which is a sacred geometric shape. You can see it in the picture, the mystic rose. And it's a very, very powerful energy, very magnetic energy when it is used in our energy fields and in the energy fields of our bodies. And we are going to be using it. Amazing, Emma, about the rose bushes. So much synchronicity here. That's amazing. We're going to be using it to really explore the Mary Magdalene aspect within ourselves. So Mary Magdalene is many things. She is many, many layered. And she is, of course, in the Christian tradition as being the lover, wife, girlfriend of Jesus. She is a goddess. She can be seen as an ascended master. She is an energy. She is so many things. But for me, what is so important, she's an archetype. But for me, what is so important about working with the archetype of Mary Magdalene is that Mary Magdalene is really the feminine Christ consciousness. the feminine consciousness of the energy of Christ consciousness. And during the age of patriarchy, her story and image got completely suppressed, twisted, contorted, ignored, made invisible. And what is important, and persecuted, she was called a prostitute and a slut and a witch. And what is important about this story is not what the Bible says or what the other religions say, but the fact that that story represents the story of the feminine. It represents how the feminine has been suppressed and contorted and made invisible and ignored and punished in all sorts of ways. And so her story is our story as women. And what is happening to her story now is her story is being re-corrected and re-recognized. And 3 years ago, the church finally acknowledged Mary Magdalene as an apostle. And so the feminine is rising and being remembered and being celebrated once again. And this is so important. Regardless of your religion, it's not about your religious beliefs or your spiritual beliefs. This understanding of the feminine story being contorted and suppressed and now being risen and celebrated is so important for us as women to recognize how that story plays out within ourselves and our power and our lives and our bodies and our sexual energy, because with the suppression of the feminine that is represented in that story of Mary Magdalene, so much of our power has been forgotten, has been lost, so much of the way in which we love ourselves, so much of our ability to receive and manifest and become and be and express has been damaged. And now is the time for the healing upon that damage to happen. Now is the time for us to rise and find that power and reconnect to those feminine ways and those feminine truths and the power of alchemy and nature and all of the things that we as women are guardians of. And connection. And so it's a huge story to work with within ourselves and our own lives. And because today is World Femininity Day, I decided or felt called to really focus this webinar on the feminine and what it means to be feminine, because even that is a mixture of tarnished belief systems and broken belief systems and confusion. And so I looked up the root word of feminine, and it means in Latin at its root, she who suckles. So all of this idea that we are carrying in our collective consciousness, that being feminine is about being delicate or gentle, or all of the other constraints we have put upon it, it's nothing to do with that word. It means she who suckles, who has the power to nourish, to bring up, to rise and raise. And this is the question we need to ask ourselves in terms of our love, and if it is in the deep feminine, if our love for ourself is in the deep feminine, are we nourishing ourselves? Are we raising each other? Are we helping to bring up the earth with our paths? Are we suckling life in order to give life in whatever way that is? Doesn't necessarily mean bearing child. And are we loving ourselves from that place of being able to suckle and receive? Are we working with our magnetic sexual energies and the power of alchemy within our bodies and the deep connection to the nature of the planet because the planet is female, or are we not? And to me, loving yourself in the deep feminine is about finding out if we are, if we aren't, how we can call more of our feminine power into ourselves, into our bodies, into our paths. And which parts of those stories about the feminine we have to release and heal in order to become unsuppressed and unsurpassed. And so allow what I have just said about Mary Magdalene's story to arrive with you. And we're going to go on a temple journey, a soul landscaping journey where you use your imagination to experience the energy and to connect more fully. Again, the use of inner connection is the feminine way of understanding ourselves, life, and the universe. And of experiencing. So invite your imagination and all of its many senses to be part of this journey. As you close your eyes, feeling the muscles around your eyes relaxing as you breathe in love and breathe out gratitude. Really allowing what you have just heard about the Mary Magdalene story to arrive with you. Noticing what emotions come up for you and inviting the emotional body to be part of this healing. Allowing yourself to notice where this story is in your body, in your life, and in your path, and feeling how this story connects you to all women. How this story connects you more fully to the earth. To how the feminine energy of the earth has been suppressed and misused, forgotten and abused, and allowing yourself to drop in to this new level of oneness. with the deep feminine as you feel a rose golden light pouring down into your energy field as you hear Goddess Mary Magdalena singing to you in your inner ear, singing the ancient songs of the feminine Magdalena sister circles as you allow your body to vibrate with these songs, vibrating through any emotions that are coming up for you as you experience your auric field spinning now so that you can soul landscape, so that you can journey to the temple where you can receive the healing of the mystic rose. And in your mind's eye, see a path opening up in front of you as you walk this path. Notice the landscape that you are walking across, noticing the sky, the trees, the temperature of this place, feeling yourself surrendering fully into the experience of this landscape. And in front of you, you see a tiny temple building that is just for you. A place that your soul knows. A place that you have been in before. That you have meditated and prayed in before. Notice what it looks like in your mind's eye. This forgotten self-space. This forgotten inner temple as you walk towards the entrance. Opening the door and entering this place of sacred Magdalena rites. Notice the circle of roses or rose petals that have been laid out for you. And allowing yourself to sit in the middle of them. Once again, smelling the rose, bringing this medicine deep inside you, and as you sit in ceremony with yourself, hold the intention in your body to love yourself more deeply. And feel your awareness dropping down into the depths of your feminine center, into your womb and sexual energy and yoni. Into the receptive places of your body. Allowing yourself to listen to what your body wants to tell you, to what your body wants to release or heal. From this place. Maybe you understand it and maybe you don't. But the divine feminine way is to be in the way of intuition. In the way of experience. And feeling a rose golden light pouring down from the roof of this temple down into your crown and through your crown. Into the dark softness of these parts of your body. Helping to illuminate more of what you are here to heal. As you experience the energy of Mary Magdalena coming around you, filling your energy body with the sacred rose flame alchemy of divine feminine transformation, so that any parts of this story that are not of service to you, that are suppressing your creative, magnetic femininity, that are suppressing your ability to suckle with and of life itself, that are suppressing your divine feminine connection. Can be released. Any parts of this story that you are carrying in your self-image can be released into this rose feminine fire alchemy that is swirling through your auric field, commanded and conducted by Mary Magdalena, as she whispers to you what you need to know about this release process, and you feel the mystic rose, the sacred geometric circle being activated in your Hara center, in your deep feminine center. Deep green magnetic geometric mandala. And as this mandala spins, feel its magnetism going back through the time of your consciousness, magnetically calling part of your feminine power that has been suppressed, that has been forgotten, back into your body. And notice what is being called. This part of you that was suppressed or forgotten is part of your feminine love story, of your feminine love story with yourself. Maybe it is an emotional expression, such as being able to be vulnerable. Maybe it is a gift of your path. Maybe it is a deeper type of love than you have known. Maybe it is your ability to receive. To feel Mary Magdalena holding you in her light and her energy and her song. Telling you what is being called. And as this mystic rose pulses in the feminine center of the energy of your body, notice what it is releasing into the fire alchemy that is spinning through your aura. Maybe it is a trauma, a memory, a self-image expression of being unloved or judged or persecuted. And allow yourself to listen, to witness what is being released from the Magdalena story within your life. Really letting it go. Into this divine alchemy process, experiencing your body moving if that feels right, as your body lets go of this that is not of service to you. And choosing to open your heart more fully to your body, opening your heart with more forgiveness and acceptance of your body. Feel yourself dropping deeper into this healing. Feel Mary Magdalena stroking your spine, helping you to surrender. More fully to the archetype shift that is occurring in the center of your receptivity, of your tantra, in the center of your body love. As you feel the awareness of the sacredness of your body returning, and the wisdom that comes from that sacred expressive connection with your body. As you connect to the medicine of the rose, the smell of the rose, inviting that smell to drop deeper inside of you, to drop into the depths of your femininity, the medicine of self-love. And feel this huge release that is happening as the rose alchemy in your auric field spins faster and faster. Experience the divine surrender as Mary Magdalena sings the temple chamber sounds through you, so that this release of what is not of service to you can happen, and you feel the mystic rose magnetically calling into the space that has been created through this energetic release. That which was pushed away or forgotten. As the alchemy energy in your aura explodes into fireworks of prana. Focus now on this magnetic calling that is happening, on what part of you is being called forward into the sovereignty of who you are, into the sovereignty of your path and your life and your body. Really allowing yourself to notice the experience of this. To be the witness of what is happening to and for your deep feminine center. As the mystic rose chimes and spins and sings through your deep feminine center, bringing in the arrival of this new part of your feminine story, this new part or aspect or archetype of your feminine energy, of your feminine divinity, really feeling how your feminine center is opening and softening and becoming more alive and more whole. Notice how your self-love is becoming more complete. Notice who you are softening into in this moment. As this essence of you fully arrives, experience the love and wisdom that this essence has for you. Offering it to your life and your path. And feeling it becoming embodied. As you choose in this moment to fall more fully in love with yourself. To feel the ancient connection that you hold. You feel the mystic rose being dissolved as Mary Magdalena places her hand upon your feminine belly. And you experience how your feminine energy can serve you. And serve your path. And set you free. As you feel Mary Magdalena giving you a blessing. Blessing this divine initiation. And she tells you it is time for you to go now. And giving your love and thanks to her. Feel yourself walking out of this temple, across the experience of this landscape, walking in the deep feminine expression of self-love. Embodying this new Magdalena archetype. As you feel your aura beginning to spin, experiencing your aura spinning faster and faster and faster until the landscape disappears and you see your body and you arrive and you feel the love that your body has for you and you arrive back in your body now. Noticing how you feel as you reconnect to your breath. Noticing how your body feels. Noticing how your love has become more fulfilled and more alive as the violet flame comes through your aura, transmuting all energy that does not serve or belong to you into the highest positive love light energy and sending it to Source, Gaia, or wherever it is in the highest good for it to go. And a big beam of source light comes in, taking any energy that does not serve or belong to you to Source Gaia, wherever it is in the highest good for it to go if it is not ready to be transmuted. And you feel the fire alchemy dissolving into the rose golden glow of Mary Magdalena's love that is streaming through you. And you feel this new femininity really arriving and aligning within you as you breathe in love and breathe out gratitude. Breathe in love and breathe out gratitude, and when you are ready, opening your eyes and coming back into the room. And so I would love to hear from those of you listening live about how your journey was. So please do use the box to type in and share. We are going to do a closing meditation that's very short, so please do stay for that because it's part of integrating this healing that was very big. I've just pulled a card for us and it's regeneration, rebirth and positive outcome. My journey was particularly powerful. What the lost part of myself is my ability to sing. and there was lots of kind of old insecurity that was leaving, and trauma that was leaving, and the center of my body just feels so kind of alive and light. It's really felt like an embodiment healing for me. So that is my sharing. So yeah, please do type and share. While we're waiting for people to share, I would like to tell you all about a course that I am running in July. That's an online course. It's called Call of the Magdalene, and it's a course to unveil more of your path. And as you can imagine, the Magdalene archetype is so full of so many layers that it is so important at the moment that we women heal those old paradigms and stories and traumas of the old feminine and rise up into our new feminine. So this course is really goes in depth about exploring the Magdalene archetype, and it's an alchemical journey, very ceremonial, very, very sacred and magical and synchronistic and beautiful. It's timed with Mary Magdalene's feast day and the day that she was recognized as being an apostle. And it's just one of the most profound courses that I run. I do it every year because I'm not missing out on it. Because honestly, every time I look back on it, I'm just like, so much of more of my path did unveil, and when I was working on that thing and I didn't understand it the year before, it's just showed up in the most amazing, enriching, beautiful ways. It's really an amazing one for those of you that are feeling called to really be in the experience and expression of your path. And so if you are interested in or feeling called to work more deeply with Mary Magdalene, it's a really, really beautiful and deep alchemical journey where you get loads of one-to-one support from my guides, and of course from Mary Magdalene. And anyway, you can find out more about it by clicking the link. Thank you for all the lovely things coming through. Amazing, yeah, lots of goddess energies around. I agree, Doris, and I'm so pleased you felt that was an initiation into greater self-love. Safi and Emma, very deep. I released so much from my patriarchal upbringing and subsequent self-worth issues, and not ever being accepted in the way I wished by those men from my past. I feel huge shifts in myself, which I'll reflect on. Going to do a rose petal tea, amazing. And Sam, I came back after meeting a real soft white rabbit in the temple, stored in a treasure box. It looked lifeless till I lifted it out and it came to life. How amazing is that? As the message of femininity, women who suckle, we give life because we suckle life. It's ceremonially, and it's beautiful. I feel my energy had hardened due to past hurts with the masculine, and I feel like reuniting with my softness. Amazing, because when we're soft, we're receptive. Yes, in the body, the male present, the masculine in the body is on the right side, and the feminine is on the left side, but it's the opposite in the brain. And so your connection of those two sides feels really right to me. And huge wound clearing from Lou. I was very deep, entered the cave and left, but can't remember a lot. You know, the healings we have when we can't remember a lot are always the ones that are the deepest. And my guides say it's like being put out for an operation. And Carmen, that was powerful. I was very energetic, huge rewiring. There was something about how I wrongly perceived myself that was being released. I really connected to the multi-dimensional Magdalena energy that brought me so much joy. Amazing. And I was taken somewhere else, which was so peacefully fiery. I love it. And so much energetic movement in my energy body, a deeper perception of this language. Amazing. Yeah, Mary Magdalene really helps. She's an alchemist and a channel, and within the archetype, so she really helps with connection and healing, and she's a ceremonialist, like all of the feminine ways of healing and connecting. Her story holds, her archetype holds, and that's why she's so powerful in a way to work with for your path, because whether your path is creative or scientific or nature-based or spiritual, the archetype holds that feminine empowerment story within it, and the disempowerment one that needs to be healed. So I have, before we close, I have one more gift to give you, which you're going to receive by email. It's a breath meditation, a Magdalena Temple breath meditation that I've been using since I channeled about it. And it's about really bringing your sexual creative energy in your sacral center out of bust and boom of the old paradigm and into a more consistent, healthful life force, vibrancy. And it's really powerful, and it's really helping me just feel more alive and more connected and healthier and happier. And according to my guides, it really helps you maintain the vibration for your manifestation. So I will send that out this week along with a video about how to do it. But for the closing meditation, what we are going to do is just allow ourselves to integrate into this new essence. And so when you're ready, closing your eyes, and really allowing the lessons of the temple journey to arrive, inviting them to arrive in your body, the personal insights that you got, the space of the release, and mostly this new essence of you, this new self-perception of you. As you feel yourself being brought into the waves of the deep feminine, experiencing the vulnerability and the strength of this energy. The parts of it that are graceful and the parts of it that are powerful. The rose really teaches us how to love ourselves, because the rose teaches us to be beautiful, to be delicate, to be expressive in our essence, to stand tall And the thorns of the rose teach us to have boundaries. So as you connect to the smell of the rose, really allow the lessons of boundaries from this new essence of you, this new essence of your Magdalena feminine archetype to arrive. The lessons of standing in your power within this essence and expressing this essence to arrive. Inviting this new essence to become beautiful. And letting this essence know it can be vulnerable and delicate and soft. Because of the protection of your boundaries. And noticing that this new essence of you is an experience of love, of part of your love. And being in your wholeness is loving yourself. As you become aware of the vastness and depth of the love that is you, and you feel a big beam of rose golden light coming in to integrate this healing. You send your love and gratitude to Mary Magdalena. And to all the women of the world who are transcending the old Magdalena story and rising up to become unsuppressed and unsurpassed in all that they do. So that the world can come back into balance. As you feel a golden rain shower of light cleansing and healing your aura, taking any energy that is meant to go to the earth, and a big beam of source light coming in, taking any energy that is meant to go to source or somewhere else that is in the highest good, wherever it is in the highest good for it to go. You feel your energy body returning to its natural state, integrated and embodied with this new essence of your love. And you send your love and gratitude to the Rose Medicine and the Mystic Rose Medicine, Mary Magdalena and the sisters that you have been in circle with tonight. And you breathe in love and you breathe out gratitude. Breathe in love and breathe out gratitude when you are ready, opening your eyes and coming into the room. I would like to thank you all so much for the beautiful connection and commitment that you gifted this webinar, and just for being you, because you are all such special, sacred, beautiful women. Thank you very, very much.